I think it's really important for a lot of our young guys that they can get that experience in. I think early on in the year, we make that decision of, okay, are we gonna get these guys in the first 4 games or try to hold them off until the last 4 games or pick and choose based on injuries and whatnot. So we've actually used both scenarios with a couple different guys. So having that freedom to play them early on, and then if it's not working out, redshirt them, that gives us a big advantage.
I think it's honestly a great rule. I think it's something that's phenomenal that it's there for the players, because even in my situation where I don't have as much experience at the O-line, this redshirt rule really, it lets me get that extra year to kind of learn and build and develop as a player. So I think it's a great thing.
Coach Arth kind of already talked to me about it as he was recruiting me, that he wanted to get my 4 games in with the new rule with the NCAA. So I kind of expected to play a little bit, probably not as much as I have. You know, obviously getting 2 starts under my belt, I think that helped my development as a player and as a quarterback, you know, going forward. And to hit the reset button in January, and I still have 4 years, I think that's, you know, very valuable for my experience. And for me as a player.
So it's one of those things where if this happens, then this happens. And I think it goes back to, and I think it was the 2nd or 3rd grade at St. Dominic's in Shaker Heights, we started doing flow charts and understanding like this happens, then that happens. And I still use that. I still use that opportunity that if so-and-so would have to leave the game for whatever reason, then so-and-so would go in.
I think Kathy Bon Jovi does an incredible job for us, helping us out with participation. And so each week we take a look at that report of who played and who didn't. By position group, our position coaches kind of keep track of that as well, just to double check and make sure that we have all the accurate information. And another big piece of it is our special teams coordinator, Chris Hurd. He and I have to be on the same page about who's going to be redshirting and who's not.
I've gained a lot of knowledge, you know, from kind of just learning how to read defenses on a whole nother level. You know, they're going to try to disguise a lot of their blitzes, a lot of their coverages, and make you think that they're gonna, you know, do one thing, but they're gonna wind up doing another. And I think trying to just find like little small details in, you know, techniques, I think that kind of helps me going forward, because now I have a solid platform I can, you know, build off of and continue to work off of for the next couple of years.
So the challenging part is, you know, we got here June 8th, coming in all summer, you know, working as hard as we did all summer, and then not really getting to showcase it, I guess. But whenever you do get that chance to play in that game, it's almost like, okay, everything that I've been taught, now it's time for it to pay off. So, I mean, it's nice, you know, getting to see everything pay off. You put in the hard work and finally get to play in a game, and, you know, it's rewarding.
If you're upfront and honest in recruiting, good things are gonna happen. Recruiting is all predicated on relationship. If you can develop a relationship with somebody based on trust, then yeah, it's great. Then how do you build that trust? Through conversations. They're being honest and also backing up those words with your actions. And then I think we've done that with our freshmen. We've gone into it saying, hey, there's a good chance you're gonna have an opportunity to redshirt this year. I tell every offensive lineman that on the planet, I hope you redshirt. If we have to play you as a true freshman and it's such a developmental position like the offensive line, it's probably a detriment to you.
Continue to work hard. You know, I know everybody says that and it's cliche, but it's true. And, you know, it's like you got to try to stay positive, because whenever you let yourself get negative, like that's when you're really going to start to bring you and your teammates down. And so, you know, we all just got to try to stay positive and keep growing as a team.
It's not an easy situation, because everybody here, you know, is a dog. You know, you get to college and everybody is on, you know, the same level you're on. They were all state just like you were all state, and they were the best team on their, you know, best player on their team just like you were the best team or best player on your team. And you just kind of got to find that extra edge, that extra dog in you to, you know, come every day to work and, you know, get better.